our Look and See series. So tell me, what is your favorite adventure movie or book? Does anybody have a favorite adventure movie or book? So think, Scarlett. About an adventure, like a quest. You want to think for a minute? Okay, I'll ask you. Jacob.
Oh, like Can You Survive?
Can You Survive? What's this?
It's like a book series.
Oh yeah, I Survived, and it's like I Survived the Titanic.
No, it's a different series. It's like Can You Survive, and you can pick different paths to go on.
Really? Like I want to know about this book series. That sounds super incredible.
I can bring it next
I'm actually gonna write this down. What is it
I have
called?
a book. It's Can You Survive?
Yeah. So I'm totally writing this. Okay, that's awesome. I like that. All right, Melee, what was the one you had? Okay. Beverly Hills Chihuahua. The Chihuahua gets loose, and somebody takes the Chihuahua, and they have to go on an adventure to retrieve the adorable white tiny Chihuahua. She is. She's very valuable. Hey, boys, back here in the corner. Right, thank you. All right, Matthew, what's your favorite adventure book or movie?
It's not really adventure. It's kind of like, well, I guess it would be, but Should It Be Alive? It's like
Is it a TV series?
Yeah, it has series.
Like they've gone through something pretty crazy and they survived it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Like there was ones that well, not everybody, like, one, there was different, some girl cut their leg and they were sinking, and, one, both of them were, drinking salt water and they looked crazy, and then the guy said to the other one, said, you got a delicious food, and then one said, and then the other one said, they're sure, I just need to get my car keys and go to the hospital, and we'll all be cured.
nice. So they were trying to figure out a way to survive. Is pretty much how it is. Awesome. All right, Kate.
So, I have two of them.
Okay, tell me.
I'm going to say the other one, after the first one.
Okay.
My first one is going to have to be something cool. No.
Sit right here.
I forgot what it was called.
You want me to come back to you on it?
Friday. I'll just tell you the other one that was like this big. Oh, I know the other one.
Okay, what is it?
I'm just going to finish it.
Benji about a
He
dog.
was like a little dog, and he fell into like the water near the end, and they thought that he was dead, but he was just playing dead, but he was really alive. He was kind of sad at the end, but it was happy.
Oh, but that's good then.
Yeah, the other one was the Titanic.
Yeah, the Titanic. That was definitely an adventure.
Sometimes they'll call it Hollywood.
Well, you know, the Titanic. It really did happen in real life, but the movie Titanic is fictional in the sense of the characters and stuff. But it's based off of a true story, loosely. So, all right, Harper. Onward was really cute. I really liked it too. They're on an adventure to find his dad. Or no, his dad gets to come back for so long, right? Yeah, and that's pretty cool. I thought that was a really good one too. Yeah. He only had legs. He didn't have head. That was good. Malachi. Okay. New kid. Okay. So is this a book series? Ooh. Yeah. You're like giving me some ideas of things that I need to be reading apparently. All right, Cam, tell me what's your favorite adventure movie or book? Baby. That's where I was going. I was thinking Narnia. I was thinking, what was the other one? I forgot now. But Narnia was definitely out there. And it's a movie and a book. Okay, Ellie. The Magic Tree House series, that's true. All right, came back to you. Tell me what you were going to say. Sorry. That's a little bit creepy. Very adventurous. Very mysterious. Tucker, tell me quickly. Then we got to move on.
I like Public Academy, and I like Onward, and my third one is Fear Street.
I don't know this.
Oh,
Wait, Fear Street, as in like R.L. Stein?
It's on Netflix. It's like 1987, and like 1843. I think it's around that time.
Interesting. All right, Zoe. Oh, Magic School Bus. That's always going to be one. Yeah. Okay, Scarlett. All right, and then girls, I'm going to finish with you guys, okay? What is it? All dogs go to heaven. Yeah, I can see that because they're trying to get him back to earth, right? From heaven. He's trying to help them, save them. All right, Callie. What is it? Parent Trap. Yes, they're on an adventure to try to get their parents back together. Yes. When they go in the woods.
So when they walk live,
Yeah. It is like an adventure. It's true. Yeah. All right, Callie. Katie.
So my next one I really forgot about was Little House on the Prairie.
Little House on the
It's my
Prairie.
favorite book.
Those are great.
It's a movie and a book.
It's a movie and a book. Okay, all very good choices. So over the weekend, those of you guys who were here with us at camp, we got to do a little adventuring, didn't we? Yes. We got to do some things here. You guys did the Great American Ninja Warrior course. That was pretty adventurous. We got to do the scavenger hunt in the woods when we went hiking. That was pretty adventurous too. We got to play with some weapons, safely play with weapons. That was pretty adventurous too. Yeah, that's a good thing. I'm surprised you guys didn't too. So, our love of adventure is tied to our curiosity. So we want to know what's out there. Harper, Lynn. We want to know what's out there and what's still left to discover. It's true that the world we live in and the imaginary world we can explore through stories. But it's also true when it comes to our faith, you guys. When it comes to God, there's still a lot of things that are left for us to discover. And this is exciting, but like most adventures, it's a little bit scary, right? Sometimes we like our comfort zone. Sometimes we like normalcy and our regular scheduled stuff. We don't like to get outside of our schedule. There's this really cute kids book that I like, that I read to my students a lot. It is called no, it's not Guess Time. Which one is it? Mr. Bud, and it's about two dogs. Okay, I can't remember the characters' names now. Terrible. It's about two different dogs, and there's one dog that already lives in the house, and he walks you through his schedule. And this is his schedule, and everybody sticks to the schedule. And then one day, his owner comes home with a new dog. And it does not go over well at first. But then they realize, after they get used to each other and they start exploring their new adventures together, that they have the same schedule, the exact same schedule. And so sometimes stepping outside of our comfort zones, doing something that's a little bit scary is pretty cool too. Because sometimes we may learn we love it. Like, how many of you guys got to learn something new this weekend?
Nope.
Did you learn how to do anything new this weekend, Zoe? What did you learn how to do? She learned how to run up a water slide. She did. Malachi, did you learn anything new this weekend? He learned how to throw a hatchet. Ellie, did you learn anything new this weekend? How to shoot the gun. Scarlett, did you learn anything new? She learned how to shoot an arrow. Tucker, did you learn anything new?
I learned how to throw tomahawk.
Throw tomahawks. Pretty cool. Matthew, did you learn anything new?
Shoot bow and arrow and throw tomahawks.
Cool. Shoot, bow and arrow, throw a tomahawk, Camilla. New ways to play kickball. John Thomas, did you learn anything new? Shoot a slingshot. I was hoping somebody would say that. Actually, like, the slingshot was my favorite thing. Isn't that so silly? But seriously, the slingshot was my favorite thing. I thought it was so cool. I don't know why, but it's just something about it. And maybe because it's also biblical. Because, you know, David and Goliath, what did David use? A slingshot. Did you guys feel a little bit like David as you're like stretching that slingshot back? And you're like, yeah, I'm going to take you out, Goliath. Shooting your slingshot. So, we got to learn some new, exciting, cool things. Did you learn anything new, Cam? No? You did? Awesome. That's super cool. So, you might have questions about God. So, we're going to actually write down some questions if you guys have any. And I'm going to see if we can either answer those today, or if I don't know the answer, hey Harper, back up here. Or if I don't know the answer, or Mr. Les doesn't know the answer, we're going to take some time this week, and we're going to research using our Bible, and maybe even talk to some people that are a little bit older and more spiritually mature than us, and try to find those answers to some questions. So I'm going to let you guys tell me if you have some questions you want to add to the board. Yes, ma'am. Okay, go ahead. We'll be okay. Yes, that would be great. All right, Scarlett, do you have a question you want me to add to our board? Huh? Like a question about the Bible, a question about God, a question about Jesus, a question about your relationship with Him. Okay, I can answer that one. They would take, hers was how do you make clothes in the olden days. So I'm assuming she's referring to biblical time. That's something I can answer, so I'm not going to add that there. And even if it's in present day, clothing is usually made from some kind of fiber. So whether it's cotton, whether it's polyester, which is synthetic, which is man-made. But cotton, you grow cotton, you take the cotton off the bloom, you have to get the seeds out of it, and then you have to clean it, bleach it, purify it, and then you eventually kind of like comb it almost to make your fabric, and then you're going to make it into thread that would eventually become jeans. You can dye it by diffusing different things. Zoe, do you have a question? Okay. Oh, her question is, how did Jesus get so good. All right. Camilla. Can you come? Same thing here. So our bodies stay here, right? Because our bodies aren't going with us to heaven. But our soul, our spirit, however you want to word that, is what goes into heaven. Yes, Mel? Resurrected? That's a good question. Yes, well, after he died, then, or, yeah. Yeah, so he died, so obviously his soul, spirit left his body at that point, but his body was still here, and then he was resurrected. His body was still, it was removed from the tomb, but his soul, spirit was still here, right? And they were still able to touch him. Yes. All right, anybody else have any questions you want to ask for? Ellie, do you have a question? So in Genesis, it tells us that the Lord took dirt and made Adam. So we are made from the earth. So the Lord took dirt and formed Adam, and then he breathed life into it. And so then it was like, man's not meant to be alone. So he put Adam into a deep sleep, and he removed a what? A rib bone from the middle, and used that to form Eve. And then we have a male and a female and the female can have the babies. Crazy, right? So you're made of dirt. We're made of dirt. Born of the dust and will return to dust. Because eventually our bodies will decompose and turn back into dust that makes crazy, weird, right? Super crazy. All right, Lily. He is in all things, of all things, and is everything. So he is the beginning, he is the end. Everything starts with him. And see, and that's the thing about our brain, you guys, is like, for us, for humans, we need to see a start and we need to see an end. But when we talk about God, God is He is ongoing. Like when you have a start and a finish, you have a beginning point and you have an end point. But God never ends. So he's always been here and he will always be here. So even after we get to heaven, like our concept of time is, well, we're going to be here until we die. And then after death is heaven that is unending. Like, unending. Infinite. Never stops. Goes on and 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 on. And on and on and on and on. And on. Like, and our brains, our fleshly human brains, we can't grasp that. Because this is how we think. We think beginning and we think end. Because that's our fleshly life. This is our birth, this is our beginning, and this is our end. So that's why for us, our brain can't comprehend that. Like, my brain can't comprehend that. Like, this still blows my mind. I'm like, okay, well, what are we going to do? Like, you're talking forever. Like, what do we do forever? And then, do you get bored? Like, what is forever? I mean, like, really, that's, okay. So your brain really does struggle to get from this image to this image. Because, like Ellie said, my brain still wants to be like, okay, Lord, where did you start? Like, what were you doing? Like, did you just, like, you know what, I'm kind of lonely. I'm kind of bored. I think I'm going to make planet Earth. Because we can't think like this. Because our flesh is flesh. Our flesh is tied to this earth. But our flesh is this. Our flesh is tied to this earth. And this is what we think. This is how we think. But our spiritual knowledge, our spiritual brain, our spiritual body, this is it right here. Like, mind blowing. Yes, Malachi. All right, that's a good question. Because I would like to know that answer too. Malachi, I don't know that answer. Malachi's question is, will God remake the earth after the end? I'm putting human life too. Okay. Because honestly, Malachi, that's a question I would like to know the answer to. Like, you guys, me and Mr. Les, we don't know all these answers either. That's why I'm writing these things down. This is going to challenge me. Because that's why I told you guys, I'm not going to know every question you ask me. Because, yes, I know some things, but I don't know everything for sure. All right, Millie.
When you die, what do you look like? Like, when do you look like when you died, or like?
I don't know.
Do you look like when you were the happiest, or?
Oh, I kind of like that. Maybe. What did you say, Pam? People what? No, you don't stay in your same flesh. You may look totally different. I don't know. Do you know that answer? Cam the caterpillar. He'll be adorable. It'll have a little curly hair. All right, Callie. How was God made? That was the same question Ellie asked. How was God made? Brother Ronnie, I'm coming for you if you're watching this video. We got lots of questions back here. I like it. How was God made? Zoe. Well, God was before Jesus, Because God's the Father and then Jesus is the Son. So that is how. And then Jesus the Holy Spirit, and they're all connected as one. That makes the Trinity. All right, Kate. Oh, I'm sorry. Parker. I know. But what if he decided, like if Malachi was saying, will God remake the earth and humankind? What if when he remakes the earth, he puts your nose in your belly button? And what if he puts your legs on where your arms are and your arms where your legs are? And you walk like this all the time? I don't know. He might. Or he could have.
Maybe he'll put your nose on your forehead.
He could. All right, Ellie.
Your eyes on your chin.
How is he infinite? How is he unending? My marker is done. We're actually going to end up dragging this lesson out, it looks like, because we haven't even gotten to our scripture yet. This is good, though. This is what I want. I want you guys to ask questions. I want you guys to be able to get answers. Even if I can't provide you those answers, I want to find you what I can out about those answers. Come on. What happened before you were born? Like before I was born, or before humankind was made?
No, before you were born.
In heaven?
Yeah, before you were born in heaven.
Where were you before you were born? Where are we before we're born? We're going to see what we can find out. Okay, anybody else? Lily.
Like, how did your family start? How did it start? Yeah, how did it
What do you mean?
the first person you found, Cam said he wanted
The first Smith. Okay, so my thinking on that one is, she asked a good question. Pam is always obsessed with knowing this first Smith. Cam wants to know the first Smith. He wants to see where this crazy curly hair came from. So Cam's question has been throughout like the past few weeks. I want to meet the first Smith. Lily just asked, how does a family lineage or heritage begin? So it kind of starts as groups of people and they separate. All right? So, and maybe it's even like groups of people and they're like, I don't want to be around Drew anymore. They're like, we're leaving. We're the Smiths now. I mean, I don't know. So that's my guess is it starts as a group of people that end up splitting out. Whether it is because tension or strife or anger that divides them, or whether it's because, hey, there is some new land this direction. We would like your family to go over there and start forming a village in that area. It could start that way too. So, Smith Village. The Smith Village. Cam, that's where you're from. All right, Cam, what did you have to add? Hey guys, I can't hear. Everybody eventually is traced back there. Yes. Eve is the first mother. So Eve was the first mother. So all of our lineage is going to eventually be trackable back through that. Some way, shape, form, or fashion, there's going to be a connection. Now it's going to be a son of a brother of a grandfather of a blah, 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 blah. But it could eventually all be traced back to Adam and Eve because they were the first man and woman. That is where we all start from, and then it breaks apart into one crazy looking family tree from there. Yes, Zoe. Let's see. We'll write that one too. But I mean, these are questions that we all have. So this is giving you guys an opportunity to ask those questions. does it go down from there?
And people were.
Well, it all traces back to Eve and then Eve's children.
They changed.